It is May 5th, and this is a clip. Now, we all know the coronavirus, this whole projections of dead and sick, and the dead count you don't even have to test positive to be added into the death count. All this has been a circus. We all know that. And really, at this point, it's just watching these fools, how they handle this from here on out, and what's the end game. And here's an entertaining clip from 422. This is Amy Acton, 422, being asked a question. If you're not aware, Marion County was, Marion County Prison tested, I think, 1,783, maybe it was like 1,800 even, but it was close to 2,000 prisoners. All of a sudden were positive. Nobody died, and nobody's in the hospital, nobody's in ICU. Just all of a sudden you had 2,000, like 1,783, maybe 1,800 people were added to the tested positive count, which is odd because they're all supposed to be in lockdown for a month, but 73% of the prisoners there tested positive. And so here is somebody from the press asking a question about that, and take a look at Amy's face.
Good afternoon, Ben Schwartz with WCPO in Cincinnati. I would like to direct this question to Dr. Acton. Dr. Acton, this is a question sent.
So happy, so excited, so cheerful. She loves the virus, and she's here center stage to answer the question. But watch that smiling, cheerful face just change here, and she gets so perplexed by this question.
From one of our WCPO viewers. This viewer wants to know about the Marion County State Prison and how there are nearly 2,000 cases, and at the time of this there were no deaths, but I'm hearing right now that there may be some deaths right now, but either way, with 2,000 cases and so few deaths, if that is an indication that the death rate for COVID-19 is lower than we originally thought, or if there's a different reason for something like that.
So first of all, I think it probably would be best to direct your question, to the director of prisons to get more detail. So I'm not hearing, at least I'm not aware of what you're saying, but I will say this about just the epidemiology of it. We know we have a lot of cases. We actually think we have a lot of cases all about us, but it's a place where we tested, and we tested more extensively. And what we know is a certain percentage of people, many were asymptomatic in the prison. Some will go on to develop symptoms. Some of those folks will be sick enough to actually need hospitalized. Weeks or two goes by, maybe ICU, and we know just by how this works that the deaths will fall later. So we really don't have the kind of population level data until we have the testing, until we have some time to see numbers over time to make any conclusions about fatality rates in this country. Thank you.
Oh. What did she just say? I mean, she just gave a generic response. I mean, 1,783 people got sick, and shouldn't some of them be in the hospital? Shouldn't some of them be dead? You were the one that said a month earlier this was a deadly virus, 20 times deadlier than the flu. Jeez, what was that answer?